Yo, 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 good morning, good morning. What's up, Purple Mango? I feel like I haven't seen the name in a minute, man. What's up? What's up, Justin DeMoney? What's up, Maxon? How you been? I feel like you haven't seen those three names in a minute, honestly. Welcome to see you guys again. Love seeing you guys pop up. Instantly recognizing the names. What's up, Sandella? What's up, Eric? What's up, Daffy, Mel, Alexis, Evis, King Carnage, Teresa? Good morning, good morning. What's up, Chris? I think I just saw you come back as well this morning on Discord. I think that was you. Good morning, Fitz. Been good, brother. Been in study mode. Hope you've been well. Have been, man. Thank you. And that's good. I'm glad you're just being you, being comfortable, pursuing what you need to pursue. That's good. Very, very happy for that. Always going to support that, Mac. Keep doing you. Good morning, E. I got Lyme and meningitis and was down for like a month and a half, brother. Damn, man. Well, shit, I'm glad you came back, man. Honestly, we missed you, man. Glad you're back. Glad you're here. I think I even asked about you one day. I was like, man, I miss saying mango. I'm glad you're... Oh, I don't know if you're okay, but I'm glad you're here. And I hope you're okay. But, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. But also, at the same time, very glad to hear from you again. Chupapi is my rap name. Shit. Yo, link the tape, though. Go to off-topic chat. Link the tape. Good morning, everybody, though. As you guys can see, what changes were made to yesterday's levels? Does anybody know? Does anybody see? See if it's a trick question or not. Who can tell me, though, what has been changed from yesterday's levels to now? Good morning, Dondu. Good morning, Matt. Exactly, Dondu. Nothing was changed. Nothing was changed with the levels. So it's the same plan as what we were looking at yesterday. So we had this range kind of forming. We're really just kind of stuck in the same area. So we've seen a break of support, as Daffy also just highlighted there in the live chat on YouTube. We've broken support, and we almost have like a bit of consolidation under here now. So what's the game plan, everybody? I mean, let's just think logically. What's the game plan based on what we're looking at here? I'm gonna try to give y'all a chance to do it, because you know I always just kind of jump to doing it all and making the watch list, but I want to see, does anybody know? Think logically. What do we need to break, and what do bears want? What do bulls want? That's all you need to ask yourself. Ask yourself that. Let's come up with a game plan. While I lose my voice. Ugh. Does anybody know? I'm gonna give y'all a couple more seconds. There, Daffy kind of did it. Let's see if anybody else got to it at the same time. Would like us to retest support and break down to a new low and possibly react 446. But Daffy got it, though. That's the quick, logical way of thinking about what we should be planning from open. He said, market opens. Bulls want above 449s, which is basically the area they just lost. So if they can get back above that, that would be great. Or the bears look for a break of pre-market low. That's it. There is no other game plan here. They either hold pre-market low, we see them somehow get back above 49, we see them get back above 449, reject previous day low, previous day close, you know, then we'll see them re-break that or try to hold it again. Or we just see a rejection. Could see a pump. But, I mean, just very quickly, though, you can instantly lock onto, oh, we're trading this. We get a break under, you know, 447.80s, we can look towards 447 flat. Under 447 flat, it starts to open up for about every dollar. So you get a little bit better of a plan there, right? So we got downside done. Check. What about upside? All right, well, let's see. Can we get over 449? Let's just say 449 because, you know, psychological level. But also, what else do we have here? You got previous day low. If it'll click on it. 449.17. And then you have previous day close. 449.25. You got another bigger time frame level right here at 449.50. So you might as well just highlight probably all of this. You need to see bears. You need to see bulls not just get into this area, we need to see them take control of this area, and that can really highlight to us, oh, okay, they want to try to get it back into the into the 450s, not just go touch them. They might actually want to break back into them and stay in that range again. So we'll see. Is this just a lower dip fake out morning, and we're going to get right back into range again? And then, you know, later on we can identify, are we out of range to the upside? Right now we're just seeing, are we going to get back into range? Or are bears just going to keep this short term and bring us back lower? Let's see what the bigger time frames show us. So if we're going to open around, let's just say 448.30, 448.20, somewhere in that area. Go to your daily chart, zoom in, and we talked about the slowdown. We talked about a smaller candle forming. We talked about being at resistance, and we said even if we did go up a little bit higher, that's okay, because this is a slowdown. You're not always going to instantly just hit a level and then reverse instantly. Sometimes it hits and slows down and consolidates. Sometimes it hits, they need a little bit of slippage over, which again, the only thing that really got past this level were higher opens. They dump back into range, higher open, dump back into range. So, I mean, technically they did just reject the level. But now we had a lower open, come back down. So what will happen again if we get another lower open? 448.30s, let's go to that. It's actually almost right at the bottom of this range. So it looks like if they lose this yellow area here, again, this is supply. We know this because we have yet to hold it as support. They tried to hold it back here, failed. We had a bearish kicker, bearish engulfing, bearish kicker. Then we had a large pullback. Since then, we had a very nice short-term base build. It's not an amazing base build. We had an established low, and then you had a very good move to the upside that got rejected and did form a higher low with a very nice hammer at support. So it wasn't like it just came out of nowhere, but it was short-term due to the fact it was only over the course of about a week. Then we got a nice move up, and now we're right back to where we were. I mean, this time it had a lot more consolidation above this area. This day has barely had two opens above it. So you can see this attempt is a lot more weak compared to the previous attempt. So we'll see. Are they just exiting this area for a larger pullback down to 445 in the larger time frames? Are they going to get back into range, try to see if they can retest the 450s? So you kind of have this combination of, like, you have a lower open, so you're either looking for a dump over the next couple days, or you're looking for this area to try and be retaken, and then we'll see a retest, or they can invalidate and try to pump it from there. Again, when we're there, we'll talk about that. But that's just something to think about. But that's the game plan moving forward for today. For SPY overall. But guys, drop a thumbs up. Give me some sort of emoji to show me that you understand the game plan for today on SPY at least. Of course, we can go over the other tickers here in a minute. But give me some indication that you understand my breakdown. Hopefully some of this helps you guys with forming your own game plans. Again, just using simple levels. Again, I'm not using any indicators. I really do full send behind the price history talk that we had yesterday. And again, guys, it's not about the likes. I really do just care if you understand what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm putting down, because I want to see you guys post like this. I want to see you guys go over this stuff. Why did it mark 447.81, but the low is 447.80? What? Anomaly much? And we do have the setting on snap drawings to OHLC, so yeah, that is a little weird. Random, but weird. Alright, good guys. Good. Glad to see a lot of you guys understand what we're putting down. Good. And a lot of this is repetitive for some of you. You know, I understand some of you have probably heard this 100 plus times. Totally fine. But that's our plan, though. Let me type it up real quick, and then we'll move on to some... Actually, I'm not even going to. We already kind of went over everything. We'll just hide the scratch pad today, focus on sectors and SPY. But what do you guys want to go over? You guys want to go over individuals? Do you guys want to go over some weights real quick? We got a little bit of time before the open. About 12 and a half minutes. Picking up what you're putting down. What's up, Trader? Always happy to see your name. I was so hyped seeing your name this morning. I swear, you're like a robot to me. As a guy who just streams in here and comes and posts stuff and all that stuff. I'll go into chat or I'll see you in YouTube stream. I swear, this man does the same thing like every day. And it's perfect. He's like a little robot. But he'll like post any ticker. It doesn't matter what ticker it is either. And it'll literally be like, he'll see a pump, and sometimes he'll call out a retest to the upside. Sometimes he'll call out, oh, lead test, guys, it's coming back down. It's like, dude's posting the same trades every single time he's in here. And that's like the perfect example. You want to aim towards that. Just doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, the variations might be different. The outcome might be different. The ticker you trade might be different. But the essential infrastructure of what you're trading, you know, the insides of what you're going for, your strategy, 40% entry, 80% entry, buy the dip, lead test, any of this stuff, they're repetitive to you. So, you know, they might look a little different here and there. They might be on a different ticker you don't normally trade, or on something you do trade a bunch. But it's nice seeing someone be consistent with the trades they are taking. Because if you can limit yourself, that's what he's doing basically. If you can limit yourself to just those higher probability trades, then there's no reason you shouldn't be growing, even if you are taking these losses here or there. Again, you should, with good risk reward, you should be able to lose 4, 5, 6 out of 10 of those trades and still technically be break even / slightly green. You know, it's not like you should be taking such small winners that even just one loss wipes it out. No, a couple losses should have to be taken to wipe out one of your good winners. But again, not every winner is big, so gotta take your base hits when you can. But again, limiting yourself, stay with those more practiced strategies you've gone over so much. You know, something you've gone over so much, it's memorized, it's muscle memory. Yo, good morning, Chef. What's up, Kem? What's up, John? You want to take a look at Disney? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really day trade Disney. I don't really think their chain is that amazing for it, but I'm not gonna lie, I was watching them. I think a lot of people were watching them, to be honest, for a potential base hold. There's a huge area of demand here, and they've actually retested away from it. So I'm actually kind of chilling on Disney for now until I see some better price action pop up. I just don't see anything positive for this chart yet. I love Disney though. I love this company. I think it's crazy. There's a lot of kind of behind the scenes news going on with them too. Like, everybody keeps reviving the whole Apple trying to buy Disney rumor, which I don't know if that, I personally don't think it'll happen. I wish it would, because I'm tired of hearing about it. But at the same time though, like, it's almost like this chart is setting up for news. Like, as a swing trader, I know for a fact this chart is setting up for news, because it literally just left an area of old demand. It's at the next historical area of price action, right at 80, before it started wicking up again, wicking down. So I am honestly interested to see where this chart ends up in the next couple weeks. I'll be honest with you. I'll be looking to see if there's some basing made. I'll be looking to see if continued rejection of that area is made. So we'll see. But I'll be honest with you, I am not looking to day trade this ticker. Swing trade wise, you know, I just broke that down. But that's honestly what I'm seeing. And again, a lot of those are I think those are a lot of your monthly TA routine levels with weekly supply and demand. I'll have to back test that. We'll see. No, it isn't. It looks like monthly levels with some daily supply and demand. It looks like I went from just recent price action to go over a couple things. I must have done this very recently. These levels look sweet. Oh, I just read what you said, but these levels look fresh is what I meant to say. I'm so dumb. All right, let's go over some weights now. So Apple, we got our pre-market. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. Pre-market highs back here. 188.82. You got pre-market low at 188. That one's pretty easy. Previous day open, ignore that. Previous day low, 187.60. Yeah, so you could look under 188 and see if a more aggressive flush happens under 187.60. But if not, that needs to be time to get out, because that one could reverse quick. But I like the lower open and the tight pre-market that Apple has. This is an explosive looking pre-market in either direction. Again, so your main breakout is, again, your pre-market. You have very, very close levels close by. See if they pick up at that point on either side. Again, see if they pick up the tempo. See if you get a retest, see if you get a higher amount of volume popping up. But that one's a very simple chart to look at this morning. AMD as well, another simple one. So we'll go from our high of day to the open of the last green candle. We're going to highlight that area. We're going to edit properties. We're going to click the plus sign a couple times because we're lazy and we just want to add a couple days over it. All we're doing is extending this blue area to the right a little bit. And then, yeah, that's the game plan. Bam, done. Looking above that, or we're looking under pre-market low for short-term downside. We also have previous day open right here. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this right here. Maybe that should be the break below. It's not the low of day demand, which is way down here. Again, do your little plus sign trick. What was I gonna say? Right here, from the low of this candle, which is like a little short-term demand, to pre-market low, that's almost like how you need to draw that. Man, that chart's clean. All right, so AMD's looking good. Microsoft, everything's looking good. I love the fact that we've got like tight pre-markets. Nothing's like flying or huge candle down like this one. This one's kind of stretched out a little bit wider than the other charts. Yeah, that one's not as clean, but it's NVIDIA. It's gonna just, you know, AI stuff. Pre-market low. But what tickers are you guys looking at? I'm just kind of talking to myself, going over a few of the bigger weights of the market. But if you guys have anything else on watch, please go over it. I'd love to hear it. So on this one, guys, I'm going to just delete this level so we can just see it better. But I'm going from the high of day, or I'm sorry, the bigger time frame level, down to the high of day's last green open candle. So I'm just kind of grabbing that for supply. Combining it, and that'll be essentially a very clean break above for Tesla. You can also do the same thing from pre-market low up to this bigger time frame level, and you have another tight example for Tesla. It's a great trade plan here. You could look under this area, you could look above this area. It's looking good. Google a little stretched out too. Netflix not looking bad. I think I need to clean the chart. Oh no, we left it like this. Basically, this was the previous day's high supply. And yesterday we used so this was like 2 market days ago. This was yesterday. We saw a pushover within the first 15 minutes. Over the next 45 minutes, they held and pushed higher. They turned supply into demand within 45 minutes, basically, but made it almost up to the next area, slowed down. So you're kind of watching this range now, kind of watching from here to here, and then and then here as well. Can they hold this? So looking for that, looking for that. But really clean chart though. I like that. It kind of just popped above resistance, held it very quickly, and then made it to the next area. It was a very simple move. It's like banks are slightly down. Looks like energy is flat, some up, some down. Looks like healthcare is kind of all over the place. China is flat, it looks like. Yeah, China's flat. Wacko Jacko said UPST basing over where it broke out from, probably getting ready for another breakout. Looks head and shoulder though. Sandollar said Snapple, Crapple, Rapple. Good morning, Manny. What's up, Green? Good morning, David. What's up, Taylor? Good morning, John. If I pass anybody up, I'm sorry. Tesla on watch, Maxon. Good looks. Vix by Oliver. Good morning, Sylvia. Watching Dollar General made a 52-week low about to form the death cross. Yeah, I actually was watching that one too. I was honestly, and I know you're not supposed to say this word, but I was kind of hoping it would hold after earnings so we could get some basing. But as you can see, that completely invalidated. So now I'm kind of looking for some better basing. Again, if you use the monthly TA routine with those levels, you go to the weekly, you do supply and demand. Basically, we're at the next area of demand, looking to see can this area hold. But yeah, as you can see, very large H patterns, bear flags, whatever you guys want to call them. Bearish continuations is what they are. That's what you got. You got multiple ones. We broke base way back here, had a pretty similar H pattern back here, big dump. Another one happened here. We even played moves during this. You guys remember that? We played multiple moves for Dollar General to the upside. Won pretty much every single one of those trades. And thank God we are not in those now. But let's go to the daily time frame and let's see what area needs to try and hold next. Let me pan this down. The picture is kind of weird because the big moves. Yeah, I was watching this too, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is a crazy, what I think is an undervalued stock. But overall though, let's see. Let me mark this one. Okay, yeah, 116, about 125. So we'll see. Can 116 to 125? Can we see some basing around here? You know, back on this last one, we saw a toe touch of it perfectly, which I don't know if we'll get a perfect toe touch like that again. And then a short-term base build. They made that one move jump up, and then we had that second trade over here where we got in on this higher low, thinking that this was the move. They made it up to it wick, so we sold, waited. They never made a good basing move again, so we never got back in. You can see they had an inside bar here we were watching, had another inside bar on that, had a lower open. That invalidated this potential bullish base building, so we just waited longer. Still never got a good entry here. This would have been a good one, but that was clearly a trap into earnings. An inside bar, higher open, green print, reset candle, another green print. Of course, into earnings, down huge. So a lot of people got trapped on that. Short covering. Now you just have a continuation of the bleed. So we'll see. When does the bleeding stop is really the question on that chart. But I am also watching that too. Roku. I'm actually in Roku. We posted it the other day in Lifetime chat. I'm going to be taking profits at open though. I'm not going to be stupid on that one. Maxon's watching Meta. We went over that one too. I like this one basically if it can just hold over that previous day high supply area. So we'll see if that can happen. But they made a good move in pre-market to keep them positive. So we'll see. They're one of the few that have a positive stretched pre-market like that. But guys, market's about to open. Let's see what happens. Let me join the voice chat real quick. Devin, if you can hear me, give me 5 seconds because I don't have my other headset on. Oh, I need to give someone access to here today. I forgot. We'll do that in a minute. Oh my god, y'all would never believe. I'm actually just going to sell all three. I'm not going to be stupid. Y'all are going to freak out when y'all see this screenshot. This is barely outside of my top 5 best swing trades still too. That's the fucked up part. Y'all are going to freak out when y'all see this percentage. Yeah, I took profit on all three. I'm not being stupid on that. Holy Lord. Alright, I need to just chill out for a second. I'm gonna just watch Spy with you guys. Holy Lord. Yo, isn't this the song I said before that sounds like the Trailer Park Boys intro? Am I tripping? Does anybody watch trash shows? Even though it's not a trash show? If you watch that, I actually consider you a real one. I swear this is the intro to Trailer Park Boys. What's up, Blackout Gambler? You said you might be the only live stock channel that's not full of BS. No, there is actually one other page that I fuck with pretty heavy. And his name is also Josh. Y'all might know him, actually. He's pretty huge on YouTube. That's why I don't even bother promoting him, because it's like, I don't know, you don't promote up. I mean, dude's known, I'm not. what's his name? I think his name is just Stock Market Stream or something like that. It's the trading fraternity guy. But he is the only other guy on YouTube I would say that I fuck with. I don't watch him all the time because I stream. I don't have time to go watch him at the same time. But when I do, like if there's ever a day I take off, that's the guy I go watch. Just because he's entertaining, honestly. It's not even about, oh, I'm following his plays. Like, no, the guy is just super entertaining. He's super smart. He knows what he's talking about. And he shares if he's giving his opinion or not. He tries not to be stupid bias or anything in front of everyone and try to hawk people into plays or anything. He shows everything he does. So, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I always thought that was kind of cool. Because everyone's always telling me how I'm so genuine and real and stuff. And I never tell anybody I'm like a pro or anything. I don't try to act like it. I'm never going to act like it. But that guy is the true definition of, like, if there is a definition of pro, that guy is it. Through the ups and downs, he's always just talking about what's next. So, yeah, I love that channel. Should I leave and join his stream? You can, you'll just never be heard. There's so many. That chat moves so fast, it's so hard to even look at that stuff. I don't understand how people do that, too. It's just a lot to take in. All right, so guys, first few minutes of the market. It's been about 6 minutes in, and we have gotten a break of pre-market low in the first 5 minutes. From there, you have just now seen a new low of day. I'm going to zoom in here. This is probably hard to look at. My bad. Here, I'm going to do this. There we go. That looks a lot better. All right, so, I mean, you know what? I don't know why I don't do this more. Previous day low, and then I'll just grab it. I'll put it right here. There we go. Good morning, everyone. Glad to have you all here. You should not be getting ads. If you are, it's because you don't have YouTube Premium. That has nothing to do with my channel. Oh, sometimes it'll do that, Dondo. I think it's just a glitch. I'm not sure. I know you. What's up, King Carnage? Apple at previous day low. Good call by Daffy. I'm about to go through the weights in a few minutes. I was just going to give it the first 10-15 minutes of the day. Then we can take that information and talk about it. Try to consume it. See what's going down. See what's going up. Okay, I was worried. I see people on Twitter tweeting same shit. Yeah, no, honestly, I honestly try not to think about the different bugs that happen on Thinkorswim. There's been so many since their change in ownership, I should say. my Discord's like hacked or something right now. I can't even like open it. So I can't even post any updates right now. Peoples, are you here? I'm gonna give you access to the voice chat. My bad, man. Or I'll just call you, actually. Sorry for that noise, guys. I know that is insanely hard to hear.
Yo.
Yo, what's up, peoples?
What up? Like your fat profits this morning, that's insane.
Hey, man, we're not thinking about it. We're moving on.
Yeah, facts. Focus on
We're
here
on
and
SPY. Yeah, we're on the here and now.
now. True.
What you looking at right now, bud?
SPY and Apple. Apple
Perfect.
sent its demand from the past few days. I want to see if we finally break it.
Oh, yeah, they kind of held it from like the 31st.
Yeah.
It's like the 30th, like just got up there, and ever since the 31st, just kind of been holding there. Yeah, if they
We
get that
got, like,
up, they could
2
get pretty big.
dojis on the daily. We're breaking down right now. Let's have a fat red day today.
Definitely could with the looks of Apple right there. That's not looking good for the market. Energy is up. Base materials are slightly positive. That is it. Everything else is working their way down or still red, working their way up. Comms, huge hit. Utilities taking a hit. Tech is still above previous day lows, guys. Keep that in mind. Isn't Microsoft going up? No, it's not. It's holding. Ooh, Vaba getting a launch right at open. So we got the break of pre-market, but again, we'll see if the 447s break. If that can break, that's really where a big flush can happen. By then, though, a lot of your sectors will already be producing either new lows or pushing towards previous day low. So we'll see what happens there. Go over the sectors again in a few more minutes. Give it a little bit more time to actually consume any info.
It's like we want to pull back and retest pre-market low. Possible test.
I just saw your DM. You know, most people ask me questions about the market, charts, you know, stuff like that.
Berserk is more important, bro.
That had me laughing, I'm not gonna lie. But no, I have not.
Dang. I'm about to start rereading it. The author, or the guy who made it, he died like I think a year ago. So like his buddies are carrying it out, and we were waiting on big news to see if they were going to continue it or not, and they are. So later this month, I think we're getting a new chapter.
That's pretty cool.
I'm hype. in the GP.
Oh, Devin's in there now. Yo, yo, yo.
What
My bad, I was in here, but then you weren't, so I just called people's because he didn't have perms here, but I'm just going to give him perms now. That's my quick explanation. View channel, create invite, hell no. Connect, speak, no video. Actually leave it there. Hell no to this soundboard.
quick sell off, fast buy reaction here.
Yeah, retaking PML fast.
Let's see if we pop the upside, that'd be a pretty aggressive retest and breakout. What's up, stream? What's your guys' top watch on the day besides the market?
Oh, let me turn you up. Wait, speak again, Devin?
Yo, yo.
Oh, perfect, perfect. Alright, I was just making sure. Holy, did you see the 30-minute? I just saw that. I bet the 15-minute looks exact same.
Yeah,
it
that's
does.
what I was saying. That's pretty aggressive.
That's insane.
NQ's a little bit ahead of ES. So see if tech and healthcare are gonna lead the way.
Good, I like when tech and healthcare lead the way, because then it's not that hard to read. Those are the two biggest weights. No reason nobody should be watching that. What's up, peoples? Welcome to the hidden YouTube live stream voice channel that me and Devin have a man cave in.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Good.
All right.
Welcome to the
I
man
have
cave.
to use push to talk. I'm special now, dude.
My bad. Here, let me change that.
You're good. You're good.
You are special, though. That doesn't change that. Oh, here it is. Should be fine now. And if not, you just have to leave and rejoin.
Shoot,
Right.
hold on.
They hit the open and wicked instantly. Let's see if they can re-hold the lows they just pushed down and made, or if they're going to make more new lows. They can hold these recent lows. That's a very good sign for bulls to try and retake the previous day lows, or at least fight to try and retest them.
Got about a little over 2 minutes left on our first 10-minute candle.
Okay. There we go.
What's up, Jay?
What up? What up? Rejecting today's open. How you doing, Devin?
Pretty good, pretty good. I caught a NQ this morning pretty early off the low. Got a little couple points, so now I'm just gonna see what we get now.
Yo, I'm changing the song. This song's putting me to sleep. That song was literally called Sleepy Galaxies. I wasn't even joking. Wow. Okay, let's just change the playlist. There we go. Hey, good looks, Misi. She was posting how XLE still going up. She's been covering this one for a long time now. But energy still rallying. I know Daffy also had gone over this a little bit. But good looks posting your update. Love to see the updates in chat.
Alright, 10-minute candle. Lots of selling pressure coming at the end. See how this next 10-minute candle handles it.
Not a bad hold. They perfectly held 447.80 on that 5-minute chart. 30 minutes still looking pretty good. Still need more time on that one. We got 10 more minutes before that chart's even chilling. Earlier we only had energy up and base was barely up. And now you have industrials and real estate both turning green slightly. And a lot of your red sectors have cooled off a hair. See on some of those red sectors, where do they need to cool off from? Banks cooled off just because they sold off so much.
The interesting spot that we keep catching again on the market. If we zoom out to our 30-minute chart from our yesterday sell-off, you know, it's just kind of a higher low for recent time frame as we're coming back up.
Honestly, the only chart that took a dive out of our red sectors that actually has some consolidation to it to give it a chance to come back up a little bit is tech sector, your Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia sector. So keep that on watch, guys. That really could be your make or break sector today. Short-term holding, though.
Another impressive start to a 10-minute candle.
Probably get an indecisive candle here after that hammer at support. And then we'll see our better decisive candle after that, hopefully.
If we pop this high, we might get flying.
Oh god, of course it shuffles the must be dreaming. Dude, finally my trade floor is loaded. I was not able to post updates in chat all morning. I have no clue what's going on. There we go. Holy. letting people know halfway through the next 15-minute candle and to watch that 30-minute candle today, because that is definitely giving the best signs. Higher low in the 1 minute, possible higher low in the 5 minute, 30 minutes still shaping up with 7 minutes or almost 6 minutes left to go.
It's a good day to wait for
Yeah,
that candle.
definitely a great candle to wait for the day to wait for the 30-minute candle. Which, guys, when me or Devin ever say that, we're saying it vaguely because we say it so much. But when we say it, we're saying it because it's a really good information candle. If you can wait the first 30 minutes of every day, and I'm not saying you need to do this every single day before taking a trade, but if you can do this to get information, it definitely will give you a lot more confident or higher probability of a trade. Again, because getting that first 30-minute candle can sometimes be the make or break piece of information. I'm not even going to say signal, piece of information that can help you be more confident in a trade or wait out a trade. Maybe you don't like how it looks, vice versa. But that is what we mean when we say it. We just say it so much, so sorry if we are vague, but that is why.
And, well, if we look at our 9 EMA on the 10-minute chart, that rule applies in this scenario. We have 3 candles clearly putting on the 9 EMA on the 10-minute and as well as the 30-minute. So just kind of confirming that no trade and wait to see what the 30-minute is going to tell us so we can maybe get on the right side of that trend. So we do have a little reasoning to sit on our hands.
Lower high on the 1 minute, lower high on the 5 minute. Both converging highs and lows. Apple, huge dump continuing. Microsoft rejection. Nvidia struggling. Amazon getting a nice move to the upside despite Tesla's dump, which if you guys remember yesterday, the exact opposite was happening. You had Amazon trying to dump with Tesla trying to pump. So again, seeing the exact opposites on those occur again. Meta trying to hold the previous day highs on 301. That's a good hold on a good ticker. Not seeing many of those today. Why is this chart so messed up? Still indecisive on the 15-minute. We are 2 minutes away from closing on the 15-minute and the 30-minute. We'll get a lot more information here. Nah, 'cause that is legit the worst. I said I can handle news going against me, but those back and forth moves hurt. It's pretty much fuck theta. Alright guys, it is about to close in 30 seconds.
Here we go.
Finally!
Kind of an indecision candle on the Qs right on top of the 9 forming. A little bit uglier on ES.
Yes, you are correct, E. ISM news comes out in 9, 8, 7. Dude, I have a little timer on financial juice. That's crazy. I didn't even notice that. 2, 1. Then the news comes out.
Oh, here we go. That's it.
I gotta refresh.
Making a new low here, possibly. New low.
And there's the
Market.
refresh. Yeah,
Oh.
bad news came out. It's red. Red means bad, guys.
And that's why your cash going into data.
Yeah, I mean, they lost support, had good retests underneath. They just needed something to send it, and there's that news doing something. We'll see if it holds now, though. If the move holds, very aggressive push to the downside. Lower open on that 15-minute candle as well. Good job, E. That was good timing. I was like, oh yeah, I have financial
Whoa.
juice open.
Leland, I had puts too. Damn.
Leland always has puts on every large candle you ever see on your chart, trust me.
I got it. That's why I was so quiet. I got in on that lower high, and I was really watching each candle. I was making sure. Yeah, I had no idea there was news until Bueller started.
Y'all are
counting
like,
down.
oh
Also,
shit.
I was like, shit, I gotta open up a Weevil because I wasn't even looking at how much I was up or down. And then I just saw a drop. Oh my god. That's
Good
insane.
job, peoples. What was your reasoning on that?
Yeah.
Let me hear some of your reasoning on it.
Alright, so I was already kind of bearish on the day, of course. We gap down, we pop back up, retesting today's close or today's open, and we got that rejection. We got that higher low on the 1, but then I drew the control point or the golden pocket from that retest of today's open to that new low.
Mm-hmm.
I see us pop up, price is obviously slowing down, you know, we're not getting any more strong bullish candles, and then we get a doji, which is also an outside bar right on the 1 minute, and then the next candle we gap down, giving us a 1 black crow and breaking out of the range of that doji. So that's where I entered.
You, sir, are
Right there.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love the breakdown, peoples. And what are you gonna do after that trade for the rest of the day?
Chill, mental trade.
Some mental
me and
reps.
Lily took the same trade. Let's go.
Mental reps. What's up, David? David looked like he took a short as well. Good stuff, man.
Apple's leading the way down. Wait for Microsoft to pop its low. That could be a lagger. If you have missed everything, Microsoft could follow Apple in the market. Same with Amazon. Tesla's leading the way down. Amazon's lagging a little bit behind. My bad. I just wanted to call that out real quick. Have you had your TD Ameritrade roll over to Schwab already?
Yeah, I think so.
Did
already,
it
it already like looks different and everything.
did it remove all your like saved indicators and stuff, like true volume and stuff? Studies.
I don't think so. I think I still had yours set here.
Can you send that to me? Because mine like data wipe mine. Like I'm sitting here trying to find indicators.
Oh,
and shit.
dude, that is the worst feeling ever. Yeah, I have true volume. I have true momentum still.
Yeah, send me this true volume, and I gotta go find my pre-market fucking high-low indicator.
Alright,
That's so annoying.
here, I'll do it after stream so I can actually.
Yeah, you're
figure it
good.
out. But yeah, I do have them say. I guess mine didn't update. Now I'll tell you this: on my desktop, I haven't noticed anything, But on my phone, I
So
have noticed
did you have
multiple
to make a
updates.
new login for your
No.
TD Ameritrade? Then you haven't rolled over yet.
Oh, okay.
So when you roll over, it gets rid of all your indicators and all that
Oh,
stuff.
sick! I get to redo all my charts.
Everything.
Oh, awesome!
Studies,
I love
all
that
your
stuff.
studies are gone. So like, I don't know if we have to reprogram the studies or what, but I'm about to figure it out. Because mine did it last night, and I couldn't log into it until this morning. But Tesla's leading the way down. Amazon's right there. Apple, yep, getting a pretty good sell-off here.
Oh, Leland sent you the link on Trade Floor as well.
Oh, sweet. All right,
We'll see if that one helps.
straightforward.
Damn, I'm kind of depressed hearing this from you, to be honest.
Yeah, because like I had so many that were coded that, you know what I'm saying, that
Mhm.
like I don't even know to re-go and try to get a couple of those.
Yo, guys, holy. Mel, good stuff, man. Good stuff, David. All out at 86% on SPY swing. Set your stop loss at 448.55. King Carnage done for the day. Good job, React. Yeah, the Poot target hit, obviously. I love to see that. Wait, I have to do all my shit over again. Oh, no. Yeah, when it updates. It could also be a bug. We'll see. I mean, maybe... I'm hoping Devin just got unlucky and none of us have to deal with that. But if Devin is correct, then all of us are going to be annoyed. But we'll get it all fixed, though. I'll do a big video if it's really some big thing. I'll even show my own being redone. Yeah, seriously. My bad, Devin.
And if we have to program like new high and pre-market high and low indicators, just because I think Leland's isn't going to let me load in there because it's saying it's like from the old system, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, it's not a huge.
There will be a
obstacle.
solution no matter
what.
what
There's
happens.
just always a solution. It's just.
But like David said, though, good job killing it, everybody. I'm honestly super hyped to see a lot of you guys posting gains and trades of your own. Did any of us sit here and paper hand or hold anybody's hand? No. We just talked about updates, good factual updates, and you guys kind of ran with it. That's 100% credit to you guys. Great job on the trades. Get some red candlesticks in chat, and let's move on. Again, get your trades done, get those reviews posted, and move on. Get some mental reps taken now. Treat every trade as a new one. Again, no need to jump into 50 more trades today. You could take so many reps today, and it'll be an amazingly productive day. And it's only been 37 minutes from the open. Mind-blowing day so far. Yo, high key, I'm going to start pulling up financial juice on the stream more when news is coming out. That was kind of cool. I didn't realize it did countdowns like that. I just always check it for news like after it's come out to see what was the result. If it was positive or negative, but that's it. I didn't realize there was a whole countdown and all that. Definitely got to look at that more.
Oh man. You know what time it is, Josh? Everyone's gonna be selling indicators again.
Oh,
you heard
if
it
it
here
like
first.
if it rolls over, yeah. It felt that, yeah. No, you're not wrong. Damn, that's a painful future we might be seeing. See,
Yeah,
this is why I'm gonna make videos on all this stuff. I'll just like redo my own account and I'll just show everyone everything they need to do and how to input all the right indicators and how they don't need to pay for indicators. Like, can literally just go online.
Yeah, and ChatGTP probably can code it for me.
No, it does. It does.
Yeah, I can just we'll figure it out later. But yeah,
You could. I literally did it like a few weeks ago. I was like, yo,
up in the new system here.
I was like, yo, ChatGPT, can you code a trading view indicator, but give me the code as if it was on Thinkorswim? And it was like, yeah, and it gave it to me. And the first like couple messed up, and I would share the error code with it, and ChatGPT would be like, okay, this is what's wrong, and it'd fix it a couple times. It was kind of annoying how many times I had to fix it, but I did finally get it to a point where it worked, and it was like, damn, that's crazy. ChatGPT literally just recoded a trading view script for Thinkorswim. Which they are similar coding. There's only a couple things different in their coding, apparently. But there are huge differences, though, at the same time.
Yeah, I'm sure with the new system, all it is you got to go in and, like you said, just change a couple letters and it'll work.
It really
for
is.
They change.
No, it really is like that. It really is just a couple letters here and there. On each of the programming lines, I would look at it, and it would show... Like TradingView would have this line, TradingView would have this line. They'd be the exact same line, except that there'd be like one had parentheses, one didn't. One would have a period, one didn't. Like that, it was literally those small things. But yeah, I think their symbols just stand for different things. But yeah, guys, since that sell-off, we got a little bit of an indecisive candle, but we're still under 447, so you could still see a larger pullback occur down to 446. We'll see if this ends up happening. We have a level down there at 445.92. But as long as 446.97 up to 447.26 maintains as resistance, we can still see larger pullbacks. If buyers retake this area, we can see a potential second test of the pre-market low. The first time they got back over it and then flushed, we've not seen a test underneath since the flush. So still a question mark in the air to see if that ever happens. But drop a like on the stream if you guys are enjoying some of the updates, some of the conversations. Amazing updates too by a lot of the members. We try our best to highlight a lot of those posts by people in there. Good job, Blackout Gambler, 11% today. Insane. That is an insane portfolio growth today, dude. Ooh, good looks D-Touch. I just saw... Damn, you were posting at 1:30 a.m. HD. I'll have to review that one later.
That's the way to do it.
Yo, React, I am so glad you just posted that. Thank you. This is exactly what Peoples just covered on the stream with his trade. This is what a lot of you guys just did with your trades. I love that you're resharing that image. Stick it in your head. Never let it go. Zaytoven. Review for IWM. 40% entry on the 5 with algo. Oh, not algo. Sorry, I can't read English apparently. On the 5 with also getting close to the previous day golden pocket. But saw where rejecting with some upper shadows out around previous day low for first take profit. Haven't been trading as much because of trying my best to find reasoning and everything I am taking. Dude, that is an amazing post. I love the amount of reasoning in that. And like, you didn't type a paragraph. There's a couple sentences here. And I feel like I just got my head just full of just, I don't know, a ton of reasoning on that trade, Zaytoven. Seriously, great work on that. Let me reshare that again. That was too good not to come back to. But amazing review. Definitely check that one out. I like that a lot. And honestly, I'm glad to see you stepping back and just focusing on the reasoning of everything. Because trust me, yes, getting big green percentages, making a big amount of money, yes, that's very cool. It feels great. Euphoria to the highest of highs. But Reasoning is what's going to get you there over and over. You know, gambling, you'll see it here and there. Reasoning, at least you'll, have confidence in taking trades, understanding, okay, this is definitely bullish or this is somewhat more bearish. Just understanding the probabilities of different outcomes, different trades in front of you. It's good to have that, But good stuff, Zaytoven. Love seeing that. And this was what Peoples covered on stream. This is what he went over. The first dump, of course, took the fib of this move down here, got the lower high of that move here, took a trade into there, and then happened to catch the news into the low of this move, took profit here, isn't looking for the extra profits here because he's aiming for the low of day. He's not trying to be greedy. And yeah, honestly, an amazing review, Peoples. I don't know if you knew that or not, man, but that was a really, really good, clean breakdown you did on stream.
Thank you.
You should go clip that for yourself, and I'll put it in the Stream Clips channel. Or I'll go clip it later if you want. That was amazing, though.
The fade.
Yeah, the fade. Oop, Daffy posting COP. Let me go see this. No, I'm not listening to that song. Oh my god.
Apple is just gone. Holy.
The dump's continuing.
Yeah, I took those Apple swings on my paper account, and then those are up crazy.
People's is like, finally! He's like, I've been saying this for days. Oh, it's Conoco. I was like, what even is this? Okay, I see why. Yeah, that's pretty insane. There's a lot of consolidation, a good higher low amount of consolidation, and then the breakout. So even with this rejection, I'm probably still a lot more bullish, not that I am bearish, based on there being consolidation and then a new high being made. That's a very impressive new high being made too. That's back-to-back bullish kickers. Wait, I'm sorry. Back-to-back-to-back bullish kickers. That's crazy. Very rare that you'll ever see that. $15 just getting a buyer reaction.
Shout out to Leland for having all the code on his computer.
Yeah, Leland's an alright guy. I don't care what they say about him whenever he leaves the voice channel. He's a pretty good guy.
Bro called me people ronies.
People ronies.
Fibonacci, people ronies.
Why do I trade better from an iPad and phone setup than when I'm sitting at my PC? Maybe you're just one of those Allen Iversons, man. You just perform under pressure.
Or sometimes you overanalyze when there's too much information in front of you, second guess yourself, you know what I mean? So it could
That
be
is a
one of
thing,
those
too.
scenarios where you just got to eliminate some of the noise. Just because you have more screens, not everybody can handle looking at a bunch of stocks like I can. Like, I look at stocks for information, not necessarily to trade them. If you're looking at a bunch of stocks, trying to trade them all, it can kind of cause a lot of problems when you're.
I'll get so
looking
many
for that setup.
questions. People asking about your setup. They'll be like, "How does he?" They'll be like, "How many charts do you watch?" I'll be like, "Oh, just this many." Like, how does Devin watch this many? I'm like, I don't know. He just likes to analyze. Like, I don't, that's just what he is. Like, not everybody's gonna like looking at the same amount of stuff. It's just how you like to look at things. Devin can watch the whole stock market weighting system without moving.
And that's how you figure out how to trade the main market.
Yeah, and,
So
that's what you trade. The ETFs, the overall market. You trade, what all those weights are. It's things to help you out. More information. A lot of things are settling now.
your Roku stock during this pullback's held up pretty well compared to most stuff.
Oh, let me check it out.
Just now coming back towards a good buy point right above 90 in a fib retracement.
Man, that's rare. I'm in a swing that does that and pumps at the open. Normally they dump at the open. Yeah, they're holding a level I have at 90.40. That could be a really good potential hold. I'm definitely happy with that one though.
So out of all those things that we mentioned, the two things that were lagging, Microsoft and Amazon, are starting to come back around. So we see if Apple and Tesla come off the bottom here. JPM is moving to the upside with Burke B. Financials doing all right. Netflix is in a pretty tight squeeze, doing much better than Google, holding up very well. So see if Netflix pop the upside and gets over 450 and 453.
I was sniping through the charts while you were going over them. I remember when Peoples wasn't famous.
I'm famous, Mom. I'm on Bueller's live stream.
Your mom's like, get a job.
Mom, I just made $7 trading.
She hits you back with, yeah, minus commission or whatever.
Fine, $6.50. My bad.
That's funny.
What is Jack and Mr. Green saying? You guys are still the homies.
You're too bug for them now. They can't handle.
Yeah, I'm too bugged.
I gotta see what Discord is doing now. Let's see who's blowing it up today. What's up, Rambo? My boy Daffy dropping a great sector update. What's up? What's down? Rambo, correct. Show us the way, Apple. King of the market.
I know Leland's in puts.
I don't ever remember removing the original volume with CD Ameritrade, but I can't seem to make it go away.
I tried to help, but I don't even know if the same settings are there.
Yeah, no. There's like some things that are different, but most of it's the same. And I figured out the indicator for the most part. All you got to do is actually copy the code and put it in. So if you're going to, roll it over and you got some that you really care about, just, make sure you copy and paste it in a file and save it before it rolls over. Save yourself some time. Luckily, I have most of mine already copy and pasted from sending them to other people through Discord messages. So that was cool. You too,
$1.
Oh my.
These mental puts are going crazy. See, look at that, Josh. I ain't trading no more. My phone's not even next to me.
Good.
It's all mental.
So I'm glad to see. Because it's not about the money right now.
Yes, sir.
It's about growing the confidence, gaining the know-how, slowly over time, creating good habits through a process. It's not going to be an entertaining trip, but it'll be an effective one. What most people will not tell you, the hardest part of trading is not starting. Any jackass could start. Excuse my language, but anybody can start. Anybody with a thumb, a pulse rate, and access to the internet has connection to getting into trades. What is hard is maintaining.
I'm sorry, guys. I was distracted with getting my stuff back up, and I missed a 3-bar play on the 10-minute to the downside. Just staring at her face.
Totally fine, because they never gained 447.30s again. That is a perfect retest and break back lower. Almost no reason to turn there's zero reason to turn bullish yet.
Yeah, but you got a 3-bar play playing out textbook. Increasing volume, lower volume. See if we get the increasing volume now. Same thing with the Qs. Just haven't broke the low yet, like SPY.
Why do half of the songs have jazz in the name, but then you don't ever hear any like jazz instruments? Let's get off that playlist. They're phonies. Oh man, that 15-30 minute was so helpful today. Even without the news, the TA still made sense. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, this is a news drop. Yeah, a little bit, but there was great TA behind it still. Before it
a lot
even
of
came out.
times, you know how that goes. It's just the news will line up with the TA, and people are like, "Oh, how'd that happen so perfectly?" Well, because they knew it would go that way a little bit.
Yeah, news is not random. News is calculated. That's for damn sure.
Stocks super beat up, consolidating, and then it gets the right news at the right time, vice versa. Happens all over.
Got in on lower high. News blessed. We in a simulation. Definitely feels like it. It's nice to see everybody calling out the plays, though. I mean, I didn't even have to sit here and say, guys, make sure you understand why that was a retest. I mean, everybody's posting it on their own right now.
Get an increase in volume here. Q's trying to break their low. Watching Amazon and Microsoft to break down. They're still holding up much better than their counterparts. Banks slowing down, rejecting. Same with healthcare. Oh yeah, green candlestick, definitely a simulation though. You don't know. You walk outside and seen the NPCs lately? Got about 30 seconds on our next 30-minute candle on the market. New 30-minute candle opening up at the low, both on NQ and ES. Apple opening up near the low. Tesla opening up at yesterday low. See if they're going to bust down through there. Same thing with Google. Meta's a little bit higher. Netflix is still holding up much better than the rest. NVIDIA making that new low. Pretty universal.
Baba's still holding pretty high up even after that reversal. Yo, where's my DE update, Jack? Hey, good stuff. Creator Trade. He said, rough day, but got something to work out. 42% on Tesla, man. Beautiful, beautiful percentage. It is a massive gain. Yo, let's go. Rambo, fat ass gain. Let's go, man. Shorting the S&P. That's what I like to see. Everybody taking trades on their own. This is not a sheep community. This is a community of straight up leaders in here. Y'all gotta see this. This is amazing. People's posting his mental trade after taking a real trade earlier. Following up with the video by Leland that basically breaks down exactly what he did. Rambo, massive gains, and TA on the trade floor. Tons of good posts here. React, amazing posts. Zaytoven, Peoples again. Mel's in Lifetime posting a ton of videos right now. Are you watching my screen? Yeah, man, I told you I got that camera in your room. Got one in the garage, got one everywhere in your house, man. I can see through it and see exactly what charts you're looking at. It's like insider trading to a whole nother level. I can't believe it's only been an hour after the open. Feels like so much more time has gone by.
Uh, 30-minute candles could be 3-bar plays. That was all. Hurry
is
up
all.
and wait.
I guess I'll switch that one back to the 30-minute.
As we are coming up with a little bit of buyer reaction, can't get too excited because, 50% fib of that candle is a little bit far away.
Leland just posted that we're sitting at a 1 hour fair value gap right now. And also on the daily, if you take your fib from July 27th to August 18th, we're sitting right at the 0.5 control point.
July what?
July 27th, so that huge red
high.
candle, the high all the way to the low, which is August 18th.
Okay. Of the recent dip down that we just had. Okay. Just getting
Yeah, right at the 0.5.
All right, well, good mention. Well, there you guys go. I wanted to make sure I did that on stream so you weren't just saying it and people were like, what the hell did he just say?
Yeah.
Fibs everywhere.
July what to August what? But good update by Leland, and thank you for repeating that, peoples. He then said, also looks like the midpoint of that fat green candle on August 29th.
Oh, yeah.
Which again, guys, when we say midpoint, CP, GP, these are all referring to Fibonacci. A lot of us focus on using Fibonacci for really just information, but it helps stack up our probabilities for our trades, different opportunities we like to take, different entry styles. But the main ones that we focus on are the halfway point, the 50% CP, call that the control point. But then you also have the golden pocket, which I only mark the 65%, but it is an area between 61 point something. I think it's like 61.5, 61.7 to 65. But I just mark 65 because it gives you the more outer part of that length. But if you want to mark them all, you definitely can. But we have a playlist. Again, what I'm trying to connect this to. We have a playlist on the channel. Again, if you open up Google, go to the channel, click on playlist. There is a Fibs playlist, a couple videos from me and Leland. So make sure to check these out. There's also really good explanations pretty much almost every day in stream. I won't say every day, I sit here and break it down word for word every single time, but definitely have our fair amount of explanations on it.
Numbers, Josh. What do they mean?
Can I watch too? Yeah, the numbers, Mason. God, that will always have a grip on us. We'll never forget the numbers, Mason.
I can't even get on that game right now. They got some kind of crazy hackers going on. They got people moving around before you can even move around.
They're invisible. Yo, I gotta send my screenshot to Jason, bro. I made money on Roku today.
Oh yeah.
That just hit me.
Dude, that stock's one of those ones I'm telling you, bro. People are it gets slept on, but like it's been slept on for so long now that once this rally starts, it's just gonna blast and people are gonna be like, how Roku do that? Well, it's because it's been in the dirt for fucking a year.
Dude, that was me the first time around.
Well,
I
I
was
think
like, how is this going to hundreds of dollars a share? I was like, how is this happening? Like, just watching Jason constantly posting longs, I'm sitting here ignoring him like some idiot.
if it pops 100, if it pops 100, it's got 120. If it can get over 120, it's got 140. It's got 140, it's got 160. And if it gets over that, it's fine. Oh no.
That's a massive move too. And they're still in an insane amount of devices. That was one thing I did not know about them that first time around was it was like, okay, I get that they're like trying to combat Netflix and all this other stuff, but at the same time, they were combating like straight up television, like with how many devices they're in. It kind of blew my mind. Are they gonna ever grow past Disney? I mean, if they do other things, but
I mean, well, if you think
mind
about it,
blowing. I
for
don't think of them
Disney,
as Disney though. I think of them as
yeah,
like their own thing.
but yeah, even with Disney, for Disney to do to log on to Disney, if you're not a computer, how many devices are you using a Roku device to get to Disney, to get to that streaming platform? For using a Roku device to access that platform, they have to be getting a chunk of cheese no matter what, right?
Oh,
So like
100%.
even if all these streamers are out there, Roku is the device that access those streaming devices. So as long as Roku keeps being the dominant platform for TVs and stuff like that, like I don't know, it's long term. I think it's a lot of money because it's like the thing behind the thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can
Oh
have all the
yeah, it's the
streaming platforms, but
infrastructure
what's
of
the
of
yeah,
everything
what's
in
the
that area.
infrastructure of that?
No,
So
no,
yeah, I
I
think
get no. That's a really good point. So even if you said like it has like a year or so of consolidation, like it's still doing what it did before. Nothing changed.
yeah, they got crazy expensive. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it got, but yeah, no. So it's like one of those stocks. Like yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it just started taking off.
That's why I like PayPal and like ENPH a lot. Dollar General, I like all three of those a lot where they are, because like even if you are wrong in the short term, like they're still doing what they're doing a long time ago. They're just doing it at a higher rate right now, and they're down at the same value they were before. It's like almost like a no-brainer when you think about it logically. But then you start looking at the chart, it starts to scare you. You almost don't need to do technicals as much when you're trying to buy valuable stocks like that,
Yeah, 100%.
because I feel like sometimes it
I
throws
mean,
you
it's
off.
even like Disney right now. It's just in that spot where you see it. It's like, yeah, I could buy some Disney. It's cheap.
Oh,
You know what I
dude,
mean? If it
value
does, you
investors
go.
everywhere are buying Disney right now, which is crazy because you look at the chart and it's like, this looks like it's gonna go down more. That'll be exactly where it reverses from.
Hmm. And most of the time, the stocks like that, the reversal days, it happens, and then everyone realizes it's too late because the reversal day is so big. When it does happen, it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? The big bullish engulfing candle off the bottom or whatever, or out of the zone. Then it's like, oh, it's gone. Now everyone's chasing to buy, and then it pulls back a little bit more before going higher. And market makers do the thing. That's why they're good at it.
Yeah, y'all need to watch the Hummingbird Project. Just go look that movie up, find it, watch it. You want to see just how crazy things really are. That movie's a crazy mind opener for how things actually go down behind the scenes. Google looks bullish. You want bigger or smaller time frame? Oh, I do like them at those lows. Yes, I do like at the previous day lows. Good looks. They do make it tempting to buy high. People will talk shit about like certain companies at certain prices, and then they'll buy them at like double that price, just because they see the chart, they see the bullish signals everywhere. Whereas a value investor buys at demand, buys where people don't have those opinions yet. A lot of the time, they're buying into where people are having the opposite opinions.
I mean,
How many generations of traders and investors have called Warren Buffett stupid, yet he's still standing as the greatest to ever do it? Like, it's just because he's focused on the long term.
I think we see it time and time again. When the news decides it's time to start buying something, it's usually the time to start selling. Like stock market, cryptocurrency, individual stocks, they get on the shows and they start, oh, it's time to buy, it's time to buy. Then it ends up just pooping. Then, it's time to sell, it's time to sell. Then it goes, on a crazy rally. I don't think most of these people that own the talk in the media are friends. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, 100%.
So as a trader, we just, take it as a grain of salt.
I'll leave that 2-minute Google chart up for you, Blackout Gambler. That previous day low is that 134.58. But I do like that consolidation. You got a low, you got to get a short-term higher low. You might get a better mid-term higher low here, maybe. which could inform people, hey, there's a possible inverse head and shoulder here. Which that's really all that is. You get a higher low, a low, then a higher low. It would also help that chart if everything like Meta and Netflix in that sector held, and if honestly if SPY just kept holding 446, your little Google 2-minute would look a lot better for forward outlook.
I like Netflix the best out of everything mentioned recently, just because of how tight it's been in range since open. It really just hasn't popped either direction.
That's one of those ones too that'll do that, and then it just next thing you know, up or down 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix is such a beast still. It's like Nvidia before it was split, and honestly, Nvidia is almost like back to where it was before it was split.
It's such an expensive stock. When you talk about throwing stocks in the long term, that's like one that's hard to even think about.
AI.
Yeah, AI hype still got to pull back some. Nvidia's just so expensive. Like, I don't know. If it just keeps going, it'll just be insane. Because like it's the most expensive stock on the stock market, unless something's changed on the ratio in the last couple of weeks. Something got way more expensive, and Nvidia is the expensive by a lot.
Bear Stearns stock is down more than 33% ever since you guys started talking. Are you gonna go out and buy some more? Yeah, I think I will go out and buy some more.
No, I actually already sold all that I bought to you.
Yeah, now I'm shorting it. Are you still bullish on your over $200 million investment in Bear Stearns stock? Yes, actually, I think after this I'll go out and buy some more. I love that movie. There's something to be said about the two dojis on the daily time frame for Apple. Yesterday was a bull trap before this big sell-off. I've seen that pattern before. Good looks, Jack. See end of day if that still develops too.
Did I see what, Leland? Am I a noob?
I didn't see it either. I was reading.
Yeah. The breakout of that doji in the retest.
Have I ever watched
Oh no.
Oliver Velez? I've learned a lot from that guy. Helped me out a lot. No, I haven't. I'll have to look him up, check him out.
Oh yeah, just the rejection of this high here. All these wicks off. Oh, it's that previous low too. I didn't even peep that.
Trader from the 90s, already like him.
I'm pretty sure he's been on pre-market prep a couple times. That name sounds really familiar. They have so many different guests on there, it's hard to remember all their names.
Bet. Thank you for the update, Jack, on DE. I also love the updates you got going on Trade Floor, man.
Light new low a day. See if it gets any volume.
Yeah, they really need to crack 445.90s, and that can really be what sends SPY down more. They have nice consolidation on the 1 minute now.
About 10 seconds left on a 10-minute candle, and it's one more before our next 30-minute candle.
Oh, you're good, Jack. You're never going to see me complain about that. You shouldn't either. If you're busy, you're busy. Nothing else to it. Can only control what you're in control of. You're not in control of that. But hey, man, keep up the posting, though. I like it. I hope other people follow your example over time, too, dude. Seriously. I love that you do, like, no bias, no ego posting. It's just straight up what it is, what it is. You know, you're not looking for somebody to pat you on the back every time you post. You're not looking to be seen. You're not looking to be right. You're just looking to post what's going on. That's what's the best part about it. No, I know you would, Jack. Hey, you got that, you got those legit iron hands, though. TJS said Amazon fighting at opening price. Good call out. Another one too, just like Google, from what Blackout Gambler was saying. He was showing how they were holding previous day lows, but this one's very similar. Might have dipped a little bit under it, but there's a bigger time frame level there, so it looks like a combination of the two. Has a similar look, though. Oh, that's Google, or that's Amazon. It's like, why is the chart all messed up now? New low is still holding. My 1 minute chart's all messed up now. There we go. New low still holding. See if they can crack under 445.90s. If so, another pullback could be happening towards 445 flat. Look for that psychological level to potentially be tested. 1 minute still flushing.
Come on, Apple's got lagging behind.
Yeah. Apple's at low of day. AMD pulling back to 109.40. You have Microsoft at low of day. Nvidia's at low of day. Amazon rejecting that opening price. Good post on that. Tesla still around low of day. Google around low of day. A lot of these weights are in the same spot. This is a good sign. Still except Netflix. Netflix doesn't care. The Netflix will wait till the market's pumping to dump. That'll be how that one works.
A little tricky-roo.
Snow is just going up, chilling, having fun. Yeah, that's another one. Snow and Netflix. Those are two that love to just, like, I don't know. It's almost like they don't believe in the stock market. One's consolidating, one's pumping. Good looks, though, on Snow. That's a good ticker to watch. I need to honestly look at that more myself. Tesla basing right above 245, watching for a base and break lower or a rounding bottom and pop. That's what I like to see, TJS. He posted both sides. He's not sitting there talking about how he's more bearish or more bullish. He's looking for both sides. He sees the potential for both sides. That is true trading right there. Snow is golden pocket to downside on the 5-minute chart. Good post by Dondu. Clean, sweet, and short. I like it. No excuses. My boy Dondu's at work dropping fire updates. Mel said 41% puts and out. Good job, man. You're on fire today. Inside bar on the 1 minute. You have a positive print after that candle. 30 minute forming into a doji on the 30. You got 5.5 minutes. 5 minutes, 15 seconds on that candle. Hammer on the 5 minute. Short-term buy reaction for a continuation down, or are you getting this for a slowdown finally?
Hammer on the 5, just close on SPY.
Hey, don't think about it, Jack. Don't think about it. Could also make it worse, too. Could dilute your quality because you have more time available. Best not to think about it, honestly, just because you can't really, do anything with what we're not in control of. Over time, though, Jack, this is going to help you, man. Dondu's like, oh, I'm glad I don't have more time. Alright, well, I actually have to end the stream a little bit early today, guys. I do apologize for that. Things are about to get loud here. But I will end the stream here now. Feel free to join the Discord if you guys would love to get more updates from everybody in here. Everybody that's in the chat, too, is still just kind of going in here as well and posting. So feel free to come in here. You don't have to have a membership to post. So if you want to just come and vibe with everybody else, that's dope. But we'll see you guys later on. Thank you guys again for the quick stream today. Sorry for the small amount, but we did have a really good pre-market prep, so feel free to go back and get some notes on what's going on. Basically, though, you guys are still in bearish control until we see any show of hands by the bulls. That's really what you're looking for right now. On the bigger time frame, let me zoom back to that. We rejected from a very good area of supply, could not hold the lower open. Again, we got the lower open, couldn't retake anything, and we're still moving back down to where I said we have room. So if you guys have been up to date with any of my posts, you guys know that we are looking to see if 442 to 445 can hold as support, and if not, then we are going to be looking for another potential higher low test down here at the kind of mid 430s, really, mid to higher 430s. So that's the game plan moving forward. Again, love you all. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream, dropping likes. It helps the channel out a ton. But we'll see you guys in the Discord for some more updates. I'm going to go drop some quick updates on a couple of the bigger charts and smaller charts. But see you guys later on. Thank you again.
See you guys.
Bye.